Alright, good morning. What I'm going to explain this morning is for Mike about how to pull slack out of the bar and not do the jerk that we talked about, and not only in your videos, but if you remember at the meet that you did at Nationals where it was by GPC rules, in some federations if you jerk, even if the weight doesn't leave the floor, if you pull slack out of the bar and then relax the bar, that is considered an attempt. And what we're finding in your training videos is that when you jerk, it pulls you forward. So your starting position is already with the chest being dropped down. And what we want to find is a way to get you tight down into the hole and then pulling back and up instead of overcoming being forward. That seems to be the biggest obstacle, not only in your pulling, but also in your squatting. And then, what we'll do is once I demonstrate this, I want to show you something that I do with straps that hopefully will help you, where you won't have a grip issue. And if you notice, this is the same type of deadlift bar that has the spinning handles that you're having difficulty with. So first I'll demonstrate pulling slack out of the bar. Get your stance. Be ready to pull at the top. This is where all the preparation goes. Once you grab the bar, you need to be ready to pull, and that means pulling slack out, pulling yourself down, being ready to pull. This is where you're holding the bar, holding the bar, holding the bar. All that does is fatigue you, and it's way too much time under tension. And again, you always have a tendency to start forward on your toes instead of pulling back and up. So here's what I'm talking about. Grab the bar, you're ready, you can hear it, pulling the slack out, I'm pulling myself down, I'm upright, I'm pulling back and up. I'm not getting here, jerking, and trying to sit back. I'm tight, you can hear it, pulling myself into position, boom, okay? So that way you're always tight, there's no slack, coming back into the bar, okay? Now, and make sure, these are just typical cotton straps, and you want the strap to be in the hand this way. Make sure that that's what's going on with your strap, okay? Let me make sure I got this right. Because what we want to do is use the weight and the pressure of that against the bar to make it tight. You shouldn't even have to squeeze with your hands very tight. So come over here. This is the same handle. Come on up here a little bit, Jamie.
Okay.
I start right here. The advantage, now I don't just wind it, I'll start winding it back on itself and pull it tight, and then you can see. That's the advantage. And then just keep winding it on itself. There's always going to be the one hand that you don't have free. And if your right hand is dominant, then start with the left hand. That's the one you want to crank down, because if that's the one you're having difficulty with, that's the one you want to crank down. And by nature of you being right-handed, that'll be the hand that you can get tighter without with one hand, without having the other hand.
Plus, it's going to be easier for you to use that right hand after you've already cranked down the left.
See, I'm not. And again, the other thing that I would like for you to get out of the habit of looking down. Look up a little bit. And again, it's lead with the back of the head. I'm pulling back, and the natural motion is for that weight to come in at your side. Here you get tight, but you're here. Again, once you get some weight, once it's max weight, boom, the butt's going to lead and not the upper body, and that's where you're stalling. So get here, let's get that head up. The back can still be neutral, but head up, and then lead with the back of the head. You can see I have no trouble with the straps at all. So, give those a whirl. I'm about to head out on vacation, but I have a laptop, I have a phone with me, email, text, questions. Hopefully this helps. Good luck, guys.